Hey, welcome. Good morning. Show number 44 after a very successful week. I'm handicapping some games and looking at some afternoon plays, but the truth is this day is really insane. There's a full slate of basketball, full slate of hockey. It's just so much, and it's a Sunday Major League Baseball slate. The first one. Sundays are weird in Major League Baseball because many of the teams give the regular starting players days off. You get weird stuff on Sundays. They're playing at different time. They're all day games. It's not night games. A lot of different things to factor in. So I think we're going to take this week's profit and probably just lay off the first Sunday, watch how things shake out. I mean, Steven Matz is a minus 200 and it looks like a 210 or whatever. It looks like a smart play. So I had a great week. 3 out of 4 of the games I sent, and then the plays I did personally were excellent. I don't want to give back any of that profit today. And excuse me, I'm trying to digest another Brugger's bagel. Interesting story about this coffee. So in a prior show, I discussed how the lady filled up the coffee to about here, and then the machine ran out, and she wanted me to wait the half hour for them to make a new batch so she could give me the coffee up to there. And I was like, no, it's cool. So, sir, want to make sure you get the what you've paid for, and we can't reduce the price based on it. Yeah. So I asked for just a splash of the hazelnut. So today, look, Brugger's is my Dunkin' Donuts to those of you on the East Coast. So today I thought I had it all figured out because that hazelnut, just that splash, I mean, everything from the first sip to the end tasted just overwhelmingly hazelnut. And so that hazelnut flavor continued all the way through the day. And I was sipping the port wine in the late show, and it tasted like hazelnut. So today I thought I was going to outsmart the system. So I had them fill it all the way up to there with hazelnut. And then I asked for the splash of dark roast. And I thought it was so brilliant that this is going to be the way to eliminate the hazelnut. And I wait, they serve the coffee. It's so hot. It's molten lava. So you have to be patient. And I patiently waited for a solid 35 seconds at least before I took my first sip. Totally convinced I'd outsmarted the universe. And that first sip, hazelnut. Go figure. Can't, that's one of those stories where if you can't beat them, join them. So from now on, it's straight up dark roast. I'll wait the half hour. No more experimenting. And talking about experimenting, I've been getting some curious complaints that I play slots, and specifically the Oompa Loompa machine. We were like asking, you did the first video and you talked about the Oompa Loompa, the Willy Wonka machine. Look, here's the bottom line. This stuff is tough. It's tough. As you see, you got to practice with the dice. And even then, my practicing on this show has been a disaster. And we'll get to the table momentarily. But look, sometimes a gambler has to step away from the craps table. You just aren't quite getting it, and walk over to the Oompa Loompa machine and get your winnings over there. Let me show you a picture. I don't know how good this is gonna come up on this rickety system I got here, but look at that. I don't know if you can tell, but that's a winning screen. That's all wilds there and some grandfathers there. And what else is there? A Willy Wonka. There's a Willy Wonka, and that's the girl who turns purple, Violet, or so Violet, that's her name. But look at that, 10 times, 10x, 10x. Look at that. That's what came up. That's a $600 win on the Oompas. The Oompas will come through for you, that they will. And you can then go buy yourself some new dice, the razor sharp edges. So cheers, everybody. Why don't we hit the table? Those of you who suffer from motion sickness, I suggest you look away as I set up the table to capture the dice results. And then, well, look, I think the Yankees are a great play today. They're like minus 140, minus 150. So the price is a little steep, but Montgomery's, I mean, this guy is just, he's been great. And everyone is so high on Tyler Houck. He's not been good against the Yankees, and the Yankees going for the sweep. That's something you might want to consider. I can't possibly give it out, and I'm not gonna get on it because Sunday, and it's a Sunday night baseball game between the Yankees and the Red Sox, and so there's just so much nonsense that goes on around that, especially when it's the first Sunday of the season. But if you're desperate, Yankees look like a pretty good play today. If you want to lay the 140, put your winnings from the week on it. Put all your winnings for the week on it, and that way, worst thing that happens is you're even on a silly Sunday night play. But I can't advise you to do that. I'm not gonna. Well, I don't plan on doing it, but we'll see how the day goes. I'm only at 3,000, well, 2,720 steps. So I need to get into some parking lots. But the story about Dwayne Haskins walking along the side of the road, apparently hit by a dump truck. I thought dump trucks ended in like the 70s. There's still dump trucks. I mean, there are those trash things, but those aren't really dump. Well, what is a dump truck? I picture a 1970s thing, but it made me think. I do so many steps. I'm doing parking lot humor. Half of my comedy is based on parking lots. And I realized that, no, I don't have to be worried about this. That's the thing, as a professional step collector, you should not be collecting steps along the side of interstate highways. Get yourself into a parking lot where cars know to be looking for pedestrians and shopping carts. See, that's a callback to show 43. You got to be watching these shows in order. All right, to the table we go. Okay, look away. I think that is set up nicely. There we go. That's a good view, I think. Okay. So I'm going to try to move the microphone a little closer. I forgot to do that last time. And let's see. How's this? Hello. I think, no, you can, I'm not going to lay on the craps table. That's what the cats do. The cats lay on the craps table. Let's go with that. And so there's just hair all over this, but I use one of those sticky rollers and it picks it up pretty good. So we're going to go with the 5-1 set. We're shooting for the all tall, all small, all or nothing. Last practice we had 13 throws, which is a good round. Anything above 6, if you're betting correctly, you can really turn a profit. That 7 right back is the real killer. So we're not getting into betting strategies. That's not what this is about. This is just welcome to my practice session. Let's do this. A 5-1 set. That's the plan. That's what we're working on these days right now. So let's do it. I am off screen because this is my limited camera angle, and the perfect distance, it's been marked off, the perfect distance from stick left 1. So if you approach the crap table and you'd have a dealer here and a dealer on the other side, this is the first spot next to the stick guy, the guy who works the stick. So stick left 1 is my post. Maybe down the road that nook is a good place to be. Shooting from the nook can be okay, but it's a longer throw. So this shortens your throw. So here we go. We've put a $25 bet on the, I'm gonna kind of mark them. They're not marked on my table, but we'll call that the all small, we'll call that the all tall, we'll call that the all or nothing. And so 25. So let's just do some quick math. If that hits, if the all small hits, 25 times 30, 35, that's $875 payout. The 25 times 175 is a $4,375 payout. That's it's a fun bet. I've never bet the quarter. I always do the nickels, the reds. Nobody calls them nickels. I called them nickels the other day, and the dealer said, "Sir, you mean reds?" Yeah, nickels, right? Like a nickel in sports betting is $5,000. Now I'm asking him for the nickel chips. That didn't go over very well. Okay, so here we go. Very bouncy throw. That's a 12. So we do pluck off that 12. Of course, we would lose our pass line bet, but that's okay, because anytime you hit the 12 when you're doing the all tall, all small, all or nothing is good. So you're happy to lose that $25, and I'll put the pass line back up there, even though we're not really paying attention to the payouts and payoffs. So next throw. Terrible throw, but it randomly lands as a 10. We'll mark the 10. Never touch the dice with your hands, even if they're right in front of you. Let that stick man bring them back to you with this stick. My throw's coming up a little short right now, and so they're bouncing quite randomly. But I chose a purple and a yellow die. We'll talk more about why I'm picking specific colors as shows go on. But we got the 12 and the 10, so our all talls looking good. See if I can not fuck this up. I went a little too high and very bouncy on that. So that's just another random throw. There was nothing about that was specialized. That's a 4-2-6. We'll take it. And we'll set up again on our 5-1 set. Just committed to the 5-1. Definitely do other sets, but not today. This week it's a 5-1 set. It's classic traditional hard way set. Some people use the double winged threes, not my style. And off the table, that's my throw is just terrible right now. It's not smooth. Maybe you can tell the difference between this and the other shows, but let me see if I can just focus on the throw and have a really good throw. And you know it's a perfect throw when a hard way comes up, because the I can't even find my set, because they're all on axis. And if you can have them be on axis and hit and roll the same amount of times, then you'll get a hard way, which is a great throw to have, especially if you're betting for the dealers, which you should be. You should be betting just another bad throw, but it's another 5-1-6. My throw is a little short today. I wonder why that is, but I have to adjust. So another 6. So that would absolutely be a collection on that throw based on a variety of different betting styles or techniques, but that's a repeater number. That's huge. Now the question is, are you pressing it? Are you just going up a unit? What are you doing with that hit? So there's so much more to be thinking about than just throwing the dice, which is like the thing that people think about the least. That felt really terrible. And no wonder. And it hit the stick and rolled over and is a 617 out. But we hit the 1-6, so we didn't get too crushed on that. But my throw just wasn't there today. You could 3, 4. There were 4 numbers hit. One was a repeater, so it's not a 7 right back. 4. The SRO is down. Let's change the view again. And hello again, everybody. So consider the Yankees. Maybe I'll send out some other picks as the day goes on. I got some work I got to do. I actually have a job. Got to get in these steps. Hazelnut. So we'll see how the day progresses, but I look forward to seeing you this evening. And sign up for the picks 4 sticks at gmail.com, and that way you'll get the plays emailed to you when they're made. Okay, thanks everybody. We'll see you later tonight. Recording stopped.